Walter wanted to fly his little model airplane out behind the lodge, so I came out to help him on that, and he was all excited about it. It was the old, they call them a Spitfire or something, or the Flying Tiger or something. Okay, Walter, yeah, we get it. Okay, no, well, you know, sad to see them go like that. So I was going to start her up there, the little 049, got her going, and the problem with these I always find is that people get dizzy when they're running, and Walter was no exception. You get spinning there because you got to move your feet around, and he's okay. And then he starts losing it. Now the plane's coming after me. So I head for the shed, and I just caught the garbage can lid there, kind of split the lid a little bit, and so I come on, we need another plan here. First of all, I could do is find the plane actually went into the garbage can, but I saw the lid there, and it gave me an idea, and I thought, well, okay, so you split her there with the prop, but if we put that back together again, and I'm thinking if he actually stood on the lid, and that would kind of spin around on the ground, maybe he wouldn't get so dizzy, because he's not actually turning. See, the thing is just stand there and just, like I say, it was only a theory, you know. So we get Walter on there, and you know, in hindsight, I probably should have duct taped over the split that was there from the prop. Anyway, I got her going, and we got her, and it started to work, and he started to swing around nicely on it. But then the split opened, and he starts to auger himself into the ground, and he's getting real low, and it's getting ridiculous now, and I got to actually jump over the plane, and then he binds up, and now we got a real problem, and then the plane turns and heads for him. See? Not always good to have a meal on a flight, I find. You know, other than about a week in October, I basically did nothing last year, and I was fine with that. But even though I was doing nothing, my mind was still thinking about stuff. Stuff that I hadn't done and should have. Stuff that I had done and shouldn't have. But mainly it was coming up with a lot more evidence that, as far as I'm concerned, proves that I'm right and almost everybody else is wrong. And that was fine too, but where I made my mistake was that I shared all that with my friends and especially my wife. And before you knew it, they were suggesting that I gather up all those opinions and stories and take them on the road where they belong. I even went to see my doctor to make sure I was healthy enough to tour again, and he gave me the go-ahead. He said I probably wouldn't get sick on the road, but even if I did, he'd prefer I was thousands of miles away when it happened. So I put together a brand new show, and I'm calling it I'm Not Old, I'm Ripe. And we're going to be doing about 25 cities, starting in St. Pete, Florida on March the 30th, and we're going to end up in the middle of May somewhere out west. It's basically a lodge meeting, and if you want to find out where I'm going to be and when I'm going to be there, go to redgreen.com, click on the city that's nearest to you. I'm hoping you can all make it, or I'm hoping a few of you can make it. I think it's going to be my best show yet, and if you saw the first two, you know that's certainly doable. So looking forward to a successful tour. Otherwise, my friends and my wife are going to look like idiots. Until then, I'm hoping to see you at the lodge meeting. And meanwhile, keep your stick on the ice.